This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Get real.
No. Y'all,
This
just
is
stop.
a sham.
It's finally here. Drum roll.
Read your own files, shootouts, storm the peace, a lot.
Please tell me you didn't get arrested again.
Twice, but I broke out.
Welcome to DBL. That was a clip from Beverly Hills Cop 4. Made me feel very nostalgic. Eddie Murphy is back as Detroit cop Axel Foley 30 years after the last film was released. It's going to be out on Netflix sometimes next year. Let's take another look.
Axel.
So how many people have you pissed off so
I
far?
haven't pissed off anybody.
Yeah,
50-50
50-50.
Is it that high?
so far.
Wow.
So much of the cast is back, as you just saw. Here's Eddie Murphy from the original film, and now, it's insane. He looks the same. And Judge Reinhold from 1984, and today, all right, actor John Ashton, who played his partner you saw there, he looks good.
Yeah.
There you go. And who can forget Bronson Pinchot as Lemon Twist Surge? Remember Lemon
Foley?
Twist?
Yes. Oh, he was great at it was
best.
a gun show, right? Or the future weapon show?
No, he was the art dealer. He was like the receptionist.
That's Balky, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Balky.
Perfect Strangers.
Remember the Lemon Twist?
You see how happy you are talking about him?
Dude,
I
so
know
much
your
nostalgia.
face is lighting up. You're
Yeah.
like, and like, as soon as you read the opening title, you're like the nostalgia, and you haven't even seen the clip.
Oh, you've never seen it?
No, I'm saying you as you were watching it.
I've watched that movie a million times.
Yeah.
Damon Wayans is in there, I think.
Yeah,
There's
young
a bunch
Damon.
of other.
Jeff, I'll just say this. I look at Eddie Murphy, and it's been something that I've always kind of gone back and forth in terms of just like looking at other celebrities' careers and how they play out long term. And there's this big rush. There's a lot of celebrities that every day, hey guys, hey fans, I'm here. Here's what my basement looks like. My wife's getting dressed, blah, blah, blah. And some fans appreciate the engagement. But I think the fact that Eddie Murphy, almost like the singer Sade, only comes out every 7 years, like and does something and goes away, and it creates a mystique. And I'm just so glad that we're not talking about who Eddie Murphy might have dated. Like, you don't talk about him until he does his art and he goes away. And I like that as a strategy.
I think it's a fabulous way. It's like there's almost like that invisible barrier still between, because like you said, with social media, people expose so much of their lives, right? We've got access to everything, and people are crazy. They think then they know you one-on-one. But exactly that, like the likes of, obviously we get little glimpses with Beyonce and things like that, but Eddie Murphy,
Right,
and we see like
Beyonce's been on
Brad
this,
Pitt,
yeah.
Angelina Jolie, that's what gives them that little bit of extra something.
Right.
Because like you said, you don't know really what's going on, but it keeps the magic, which I appreciate.
I like it.
How about you, Erica? Were you a fan of Beverly Hills Cop?
I don't remember it. I know that I watched it, but I don't remember much about it. So
You don't remember the banana in the tailpipe?
maybe if I saw it again, I don't know. I really like Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean, we were clamoring for more Eddie Murphy just a few years ago, and now we got Candy Cane Lane, which is Candy Cane Lane is the holiday movie of the year. Yep, I said it. Because the last time we saw Eddie Murphy, I believe, was in the movie with Jonah Hill, where is it Other People or something?
You People.
And he played the straight guy, like the angry type of father, the really stern one. So to see him be so like jolly, like it really made me like kind of like giddy inside to see him that way. And it was just a really great movie.
Is he underappreciated?
Yes.
I remember looking at the clumps.
I don't think so. I think he's worth about $1 billion.
But I'm saying in terms of the way we view actors, because when we talk about Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Morgan Freeman to a lesser extent, there is this class of actors. But if you think about like what Eddie Murphy does, obviously he played an old white Jewish man in Coming to America as well as himself. He also
people don't
even know. And then he played all 4 or 5 of the clumps in The Nutty Professor, as well as the Nutty Professor.
Buddy Love.
Yes, as well as the leading man in the Nutty Professor and the overweight man in Nutty Professor. It was and kids movies. Anyway.
I think in his genre, and in the comedy world, I think 100% he's appreciated.
Yeah, he opened the door for many.
Yes,
if not.
He influenced all, I would say.
Yeah. I was going to say, go to an old quote.
Yes, some gave much.
It's an inside joke. Yeah. All right, we're going to jump across the pond for Steph down there. Prince Harry won his case and was awarded $180,000 against a British newspaper group. So a judge ruled the publisher engaged in unlawful practices to get information on the prince, like hacking his phone. Harry wasn't in court, but his lawyer read a statement from Harry, and it said, quote, "I have been told that slaying dragons will get you burned. But in light of today's victory, it's a worthwhile price to pay."
All right.
Is that a famous British quote?
Knights of the Round
We play
Table.
with fire, you get burned. I don't know about dragons. but,
Thanks for the translation. Yeah.
I think you made it very dramatic. No, you know what? I actually think this was very well deserved, 100%, because the British tabloids are out of control. And I think we were playing clips last week of Oprah and Diane Sawyers interviewing the likes of Britney Spears or Cindy Crawford, and we were all saying how awful it was. You guys, if you go on Amazon Prime, there is a TV series. I call it the fake shake. In England, we'd say shake. In America, you'd say chic. And it's a real expose in the news of the world, how Rupert Murdoch ran a lot of the newspapers, and how they get these stories, how they tap the phones, and the situations they put celebrities, the royals, etc. in. Your mind will be, obviously as a British person growing up, it's shocking to say that was so normal. It's, again, if you look at it in today's eyes, your brain will be rocked out of its skull. It's insane.
Do you think the 180 is low?
No, I think it's less about the money, isn't it? I think this is more about the principle. And also, Harry himself has been sued by the British press, and the British press just won because they were saying, obviously, that Harry was trying to get security that was paid by the British taxpayers, and he's no longer a royal, and so he's been sued for that from the newspapers. So it's a cat and mouse game. It's toing and throwing, and there's another 2 more cases that are still ongoing.
It just seems as though, like, and it's not just the British media. When we think of how we consume reality television, a lot of that is produced in the aspect of putting people into situations to get their reactions.
Right.
So if you can imagine, like, over here, if some of our publications or our media were actually manipulating things in people's lives or invading their privacy or whatever in order to make the story as opposed to just report the story, that's egregious. So that's essentially what's happening, is there is a production made for people who are famous, and then they basically profit off of that.
Absolutely.
Which is bananas. But the idea of someone tapping your phone.
That's crazy.
Like,
tapping just means you're listening. Hacking means that they have access to your pictures, to your text. Does anybody have a text on their phone that they would not like the whole world to see? I mean, I thought 100.
Somebody just
I mean, everybody got quiet. 180,000. I know money isn't as big of. You say it's not that big a deal, but over here, Fox News obviously got in trouble for disinformation over whatever they were lying about, and they got hit with a $7 billion fine. And trust me, I don't care how much money you got, you feel that a lot more than 100. Fox got 180,000 in couch cushions at the office. $7 billion makes people sit up, so that would change things.
Wow. All right, let's get this last one in before we go. Who started the New Year's resolution? Anybody do that here?
Yeah, I feel like you did.
I definitely did.
Yes.
I write them down
but you
all the time.
You walk the walk, though.
I'm going to try to cross them off. I don't get to all of them, but I'm going to cross them off this year, hopefully. Well, Blake Shelton told Entertainment Tonight he plans to cut back or at least stop drinking altogether. He made that resolution in previous years, but it never stuck, so he's hoping it does in 2024. So leading up to the new year, if something pops in my head, I just write it down on my phone, whether it's getting a prostate exam to how much money I want to make, right? So it's just little things that I set for myself each year, and I got a ton of them listed in my phone this year. But you guys don't write down your goals?
Is that a resolution or is it just goals?
Yeah, mine's goals.
Like, I write down my goals, like this is how much I'm going to put towards work, or this is, like I'll get this many jobs, or I'll make this much money, or we'll make these improvements in our lives. Like, but it's not like I'm gonna stop doing this.
I guess you're right. Resolution and goals are different. I kind of just view them as the same thing.
Me too.
It's like if it is one of your goals to stop drinking, every year I do dry January and get myself back, in the game a little bit.
It's a great idea.
The holidays. I'm drunk right now. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But you know, it's like I get over. I
Jeff, I'm
overwhelmed.
going to make you this promise on camera this year. I'm going to write down my goals for the first time.
See,
with you so that you can.
awesome.
I'm telling you, if you carry them around with you, there is like an astonishing stat. I think it's like 35% more likely to hit those goals than if you didn't just write them down at all.
All right,
I was literally cleaning out all my closet and desk and things literally yesterday, and there was I call it manifesting, so goals, whatever you want to call it. And I've written this huge list from, it was 2019, and I literally ticked every one. I couldn't believe it. There was things that I didn't think were at all possible, and when I was writing that, I was writing as if it was already in existence.
That's how you're supposed to write them.
And I couldn't believe it, and I felt bad like throwing it away, but I was like, no, you know, I'm going to throw it away because I've achieved it. It's time to do a new one. But I couldn't believe it. So it does work. I believe
it does work. People laugh and they mock you, but you're supposed to write them in like present tense.
You write it, but then you also say how you want it to feel.
The more detail,
exactly.
The more detail, the more likely you are to get that. A lot of people mock me for that. I've been doing it for years. There's no reason I should be sitting here, and I think it's because I write those goals down.
Good for you, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up on DBL, our favorite holistic plastic surgeon, Dr. Yoon, is giving his take on some recent beauty trends from ice rollers to nose tape. Stick around to find out what that is. And Cardi B confirms her breakup from Offset. No, Erica's gonna break it all down in her segment. What Erica's watching? They broke up?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Cheater.
I gotta get back on social media.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live. Yeah, $7 billion. Okay.
So we were
Fox
talking
had to pay $700.
You went so off that it almost sounded like an exaggeration.
Yes, okay. There we go. That's good. I'm glad I was that wrong.
Yeah, because when you said that, I was like, that's like pharmaceutical, like painkillers money. I was like, dude.
Yeah. Fox had to pay $700 billion.
What was it? 780 million? 787, right?
million.
Yeah, okay. But they.
Al, what would be on your goal list, do you think? Because it'll be your first year writing one, so what would be on your list?
I want to write a book next year.
See, that's a great goal.
Yeah.
Write a book?
Yeah.
What would your book, any ideas what it'll be about? Is it?
It would be probably some entries from my friends. It's called Al Jackson Can't Remember His Life. Like, I don't remember anything I did. I just, like, have a lot of pictures from being all over the place.
So you'll get other people to write stories to put in your book?
Yes, and then, like, I'll fill in.
So he won't have to do anything?
No, I mean, I'll fill in the probably what was going on behind. But, like, once somebody jogs my memory, but I was traveling for, like, 20 years, and I think you start to look at life in these, like, one-day segments.
Yeah.
And you never go, oh, I went to Australia twice in 2016. Like, what? But I would never think about that. I never stopped to think about things that I've done and maybe what I've learned from it, but not the actual things. What about you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Surviving.
Surviving?
I'm joking.
What are you gonna
No,
do
I'm trying to
extreme?
think. I don't know. I feel like.
Would you ever do like a marathon or a triathlon? That's not your bag.
No. Well, no, I don't. There's a. Okay, I'll tell you guys. There's a show I really want to do, and I'm waiting to hear back from. So if I get that, that'll be my goal. But
okay.
Next segment on tape.
Welcome back. Cardi B shocked fans with her New Year's resolution, and singer Monica is on board. Plus, Fantasia is getting her flowers in this week's What Erica's Watching. Now first, Cardi B says she's dropping dead weight as part of her New Year's resolution. This includes major changes in her career, finances, and her personal life, okay? Fans were quick to notice that the rapper unfollowed her husband Offset, sparking new rumors of their split, which she has since confirmed.
And that's just my goal for the New Year's. I'm stepping in a new person.
Now, word on the street is that Offset was caught cheating again, And one thing that he actually admitted to was that it was the tequila talking when he claimed that Cardi was the cheater in the relationship. Next, singer Monica went public with her new man at Nelly's birthday bash. And now she's dishing on what led to her breakup with rapper C Murder. Although she was committed to staying with him while he served a life sentence in prison, she says the rapper broke her heart again. And somehow, he managed to give his 2 cents from behind bars about Monica's reason for leaving by questioning why someone would bash him while he's fighting for his freedom. Well, sorry, C Murder. Like Cardi, Monica is focused on her own freedom from a broken heart. And finally, The Color Purple will be in theaters on Christmas Day. And there's good news for Fantasia, who first took on the role of Celie in the Broadway musical. Fantasia is already nominated in the category of Best Actress for a Golden Globe. Plus, her co-star Danielle Brooks is also up for Best Supporting Actress. Congratulations, queens. This is the Black Girl Magic I like to see. Share with me anything that catches your eye by using the hashtag DBL Erica Watch. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to DBL. With the holidays quickly approaching, a lot of us might be trying to freshen up our look, but some of these trends might do more harm than good. Luckily, we spoke with Dr. Yoon about a few of them. Check it out.
Welcome back to the show, Dr. Tony Yoon.
Thank you.
What's up, Doc? Welcome back. So, one of the hottest skincare trends right now is microcurrent sculpting tools.
Ooh. I've seen this.
What do these do, and are they worth our money?
Yeah, these are really popular right now, and essentially what they do is they use electrical stimulation to stimulate the muscles of the face to basically tighten temporarily. And so if you use that, it can stimulate these tightening of the muscles, and you can get an actual visible change out of it that can last maybe a couple of hours. There's no science to show that this is long-term, but if you've got an event to go to and you want to get kind of a quick snatch up of your face and neck, then this could potentially help it.
I want to ask you, because people are talking about red light therapy and masks and wands. Is there any real science behind these products? Please talk to us.
Yeah, what do they do?
Yeah, there actually is. Now, there have been split face studies. Not that you actually split somebody's face in half, but you actually treat half of the face with a sham light device and then the other half with the real red light therapy. And after 90 days or so of treatment, you can see an improvement in fine lines, wrinkles, skin hydration, and elasticity. So these are the real deal, and bang for your buck, it's actually pretty good.
Okay, good.
You can also,
I can't believe that's real.
right, and you can go for Halloween as a Transformer.
Okay.
Did you see that face?
Is that how a Transformer talks or moves?
We don't know.
Okay, I think we do. There's several
That
movies.
meets the eyes.
Why do you? They're not that stiff.
All right, back to Dr.
Sorry,
Yu.
Dr. Yu.
Something trending that's a little less high tech, and I've actually been starting to do this, the ice roller, because my influencer I watch is doing this. They claim to really reduce puffiness, especially for the eyes. Do the results last, or is it just for like that 10 minutes?
So, Tori, this is definitely a temporary phenomenon. Now, there's some people, if you've got a lot of anxiety, there are people who actually will put their face in ice water, and that can actually help with anxiety. This is a little bit different. It's not quite for anxiety, but it is to reduce puffiness, and the cold temperature can do that. So it's okay. It's nothing life-changing. If you do have puffiness under the eyes, one simple way to do that would help even more would be to take some green tea, get it nice and cold, dip some slices of potato into it, and put that over your eyes.
A little
Because now you've got
potato.
antioxidants, you've got the starch that can be lightening, and you got the cold temperature.
See?
So the ice rolling can help some, but it's nothing that's going to be permanent. that's for
And we
sure.
all got some potatoes and green tea in the cupboard.
You can make fries.
Yeah, or latkes.
Or latkes.
It's
a Hanukkah miracle.
Love it. An influencer, Dr. Yoon, was recently blasted online after claiming she was able to reshape her nose just by taping it down before bed every night. Does this work?
So the answer is it definitely does not work. No, there's no way that taping your nose in any shape or fashion can actually change it. There are actually clips that you can buy, typically from Asia, where they actually clip your nose and people wear it for months on end. It will not do anything because the cartilage of your nose is not going to change shape just by pinching it. You have to do something surgical for a permanent change in the nose like that. It won't do anything. Now, we do know that if you put pressure on an area for a while, that the soft tissue, the fat there, can gradually get thinner and eventually rebound back. If you look at Al, and wears glasses, he may have like a little area on the side of his face where the glasses may have been pushing in, and that can create a little indent there.
Little indent.
But other than that, and that will go away eventually if you stop wearing glasses.
All right.
What do you think the top cosmetic work trends will be next year?
So, one of the things that we're probably going to see, there's something called an incisionless facelift, where you can remove skin from the face without making an incision. It's a device where you core out tiny little bits of skin at one time. That's going to be making some news, I think, this next year. I think so many people are on Ozempic, so we're going to see these Ozempic facelifts and body lifts and all of that in so many people now. And I'm most excited about, though, is I have a new book called Younger for Life, and it's this concept of autojuvenation that I'm putting out there, and it's how to look younger by turning back the clock by using your body's own regenerative abilities. So no surgery, no injections. That, I think, is what I'm hoping is going to be huge in 2024.
Younger for Life.
You got to come on this show first.
Younger for Life.
Talk about it, please.
Yes, please. We love when you join us. DBL Nation, make sure to follow Dr. Yoon across social media at Tony Yoon MD, and keep an eye out for that book, Younger for Life by Dr. Yoon. Thanks again, Doc. We'll be right back.
Congrats on the book, man.
Thank you.
welcome back. Having a clean car can make you feel great, and we have some tips for you today. That's today's Auto Alert, sponsored by Ox Car Care. So first up, invest in a trash can for your car to keep garbage off your floor. Very important. Next time you get out of your car, take something out with you. So take a little trash out with you. Lastly, having organizers for your trunk and back seat ensure things stay organized. Ox Car Care is dedicated to providing you with an amazing auto protection plan experience that works with your budget. If you're looking for better car care, give them a call today at 800-219-1407. Al, you're the only person I know who has that car wash pass. Do you have a car wash pass?
I used it yesterday.
Yeah, you love it.
I love it. You know what? Because even though it was like a gray, kind of wet, muddy day and you wouldn't get your car washed, you need to get your car washed. You don't want to get into a garbage barge.
I'm going to give you my car so you can take it to get washed.
I will do it. It's very relaxing. You have to sit there. You have to sit, get out of your car.
It does make you feel good if you have a clean car, right?
Yes, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. So, yeah, just invest in yourself a little bit.
Yeah, well, maybe for the new year.
And
I'll write that
Erica's
on
car.
my goal.
Take mine
on my
too.
goal lead.
Yeah.
How do you get in there? Is there like a little sticker?
You just tell them who you are. Your name's there.
Oh
your name's
Wow.
You're like a young Frank Sinatra
Al
up there.
just cracks it this much. Al Jackson.
Yeah, ask around.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow.